pick up the first. It's a gain of a yard, and that leads to a New York first down. On first down, right back to Hall. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have you ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
The deuce is wild here. Second down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock.
From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 34. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Spiller. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? And then turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Xander Horvath, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've scout him at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Jackson rolling to his right. He'll find Harry on the right side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 7th play in this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks him, and the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 15. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They'll start this drive out on the ground. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
At the 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert
On Herbert, his third interception. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Chargers 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Another try after the first down sack.
Herbert, a quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
On is the Chargers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Jackson on 1st down. Catch is made by Harry. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Jackson, he completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And check down, complete to Hall. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Caught that one from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both going to be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to the ground with Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Play action. It's Jackson. And, it's incomplete. That would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. They'll give to Hall.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
At the 28-yard line.
Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen.
couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Play action. It's Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Herbert operating from the red zone.
This caught left side by the tight end Parham. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams,
an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now Hall to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught by Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 24 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Ball again on 2nd down. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. Touchdown! Josh Palmer from 17 yards out. And the Chargers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Straight ahead is Hall. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, Their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also have those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Now it's Jackson. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 6.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, in a tight one-point game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A give running right is Hall. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And that's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. Give to Hall running right. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Hall again on second down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They will look for some important yardage on third down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Jackson to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Hall again on second down. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Hall again. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll run with Hall. And he gets
halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
They'll try to run with Hall.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.